All right. Can you guys hear me? What is up, everyone? A little bit late, but we're here. What's up, DZ? What's up, Cha, my man? What's up, God? AVT. THQ says DZ, 5 million market cap, gonna run hard. What is that on? I've never heard of that, I don't think. Is that a deck screener coin, my man? What's up, James? Who else we got here? Silver's in the house earlier. Slava. We got 10 people in here already. That's nice. So what is going on? So Aventus here. I don't know what happened to our Aventus chart, but Aventus did break the low. So looking at it here, long-term Coinbase had a little pump. Like everything else last night had a little pump, but ultimately we're not moving yet. Excuse my voice. But on the macro for Aventus, you got to get over 145 and then to about 216 to be bullish again. Breakout would be over $4 for a new high. So possibly a new high on AVT, Moonshot. $24 to $25 would be a little over a 25x, so not a bad move for Aventus. I do like Aventus. I think if we actually do have a super cycle alt season, whatever it's going to be, it will actually run pretty hard. But if you want to be way conservative with it and get out at a 7x, maybe you hit 650. But like I said, the bottom's not in until you get over 145, and then we go smaller time frames, smaller. We're down to the 3-day chart here. Let's see where we're getting stuck. Go from the high to the low really quick here, and you hit the 236 once again. That's where it keeps getting stuck at. So it did make a new low, not the greatest looking, so it has to get over $1. That's where it keeps getting stuck at, this dollar range. So once you can get over $1 on Aventus, then $1.20 to be bullish to push up to that 236 area. Jasmine's making you happy? Why are you shorting it? Is it pumping yet? Audio and video is good. I appreciate that. Guys and gals, don't be a back holder. Yeah. That's why we're looking at these levels. I mean, if these things like Aventus here, if I ever get back in the market, if I get a pump up to a 618 retracement or anything, I'm probably just going to take profit and get out. Because, I mean, with Aventus on the macro, the 618, if it hits $4, I mean, it depends on where you bought in also. Because I know you guys want your money back. I would say 4 to 650 would be a good target if you're just going to be conservative and take profit on the pump. But we're still waiting to see what Bitcoin's going to do. People are screaming bear market. People are screaming super cycle. So it's the same thing all the time. Nobody knows. But yeah, hit the like button, answer the poll. We got 8 votes. Bag holding is the number one. We're going to try to stay on here a little bit longer today, more than an hour, hour and a half. See what goes on here. We will see. But yeah, I do like AVT. It's one of my rotation list coins on Coinbase. If it's still down here in the gutter doing nothing, I would if I get a rollover play, I would probably buy in. Look at it on the monthly. You did just a lot of coins are doing this same thing on the monthly. We really can't go any lower. Slightly higher low. So the only way to go is up. And you can clearly see if it's going to spike up and put a higher high in off of the higher lows and higher highs. That would put in play the 1272. So what is this THQ you're talking about, my man? Hopefully you're still here. This thing. What is this on? Oh, it's on Coinbase. No wonder. We're going to look at the real charts. THQ. Is this it? It's only got a 5 million market cap. They just listed it on Coinbase, I guess. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. It's a gamble. Let me look at it on Deck Screener really quick and see what it shows. We got God's Rare Creation for the $2 super sticker. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Gods. Breaking the ice with the super chats. It's always good. I appreciate that. It's awesome. Thoughts on Canto Network, CC. Canto Network. Let me write that one on the list. Canto. Never heard of it. CC. But yeah, we will take a look at it. What's up, Ricky Ricardo? I remember 5 years ago at this time of year buying XRP and sub 30 cents. Only had more money back then to buy more. Yeah, I know what you mean, my man. Whenever Cardano came out, if you guys have been here for a while, you guys know that I piled into Cardano really early. But I didn't know anything about crypto back then. I can't even remember what it is now. It's been so many years. But I had a big bag of Cardano I think I bought for like $6. That's how early I was with ADA. I wish I would have bought more because I did hold it for like 3 or 4 years. And I think I made about $3,000, $4,000 off of that $6 investment. So if I would have just thrown $100 on it, man. Back in the day, Cardano, I could have made it, but I didn't know it. I just didn't do it right. I was a noob. I was a baby in crypto. So is this the right coin I'm looking at? Let me look on Deck Screener. I don't know if DZ's still here, but THQ, if I can get this to pop up. I'll look at the Coinbase one too. You're always in here with these these Coinbase coin scams. Alright, so 5.7 million market cap. It's on base. Alright, so it looks like it's the right chart. Alright, it's a low market cap, so there's just so many coins. It's a gamble in my opinion. Not saying it's a scam, but I think I'm going to stick with the bigger coins. And then if I get a chance to rotate, I'll rotate into some of the smaller coins that are like, the newer ones on Coinbase, like Aventus, and I can't even think of others at the moment. Sui, Aventus, Ondo, things like that. All right, so we'll look at THQ here, 5 million market cap. They just listed it on Coinbase. It is holding the higher lows, so that's what you want to see. Slightly higher lows on the bottom. If I could get this to stick, we'll draw a couple of fibs. This is the daily chart, by the way. I got to make some money because I need a new damn laptop. Tessa, baby. We're going to have to go down to the 4 hour probably. That's not telling us anything. Give me a minute, Tessa. Alright, so all I can say on this one, not financial advice. It has to get over the 236 at 4.5, 5 cents, and then 5.5 pennies. So bottom would be in on a 20% move, and then 5.5 for a 33% move. Bullish over 5.5, and then if it can break out over the 618, that would be your high to the low 618. Breakout over 6.5, but that'd be a 60% move up. And then possibly 10 cents. How big of a move is that? There's no way I'm going to buy something like this that's new. But maybe that's why I always lose. Yeah, that's not a big move at all. So we'll just delete that. We'll pull this up to the high. So on the larger scale of things for THQ, do your research on it, of course. Got stuck at the 382, bearish. So if it can hit a new high, so possibly 25 cents is the target if you're going to buy in and hope for a shot. That's a 6x, 25 cents. It's not a bad looking new chart, so if I was forced to buy it, I wouldn't lose sleep over it because it's not a bad looking chart. It's not going to zero. Remember when I had you check out Kita for the first time? I remember Kita, but I don't remember when that was. Let me write ACH Kanto. Kita. Yeah, we've looked at Kita a couple of times. But what did Kita do? What the hell is this coin? Is that what I said? Yeah, I can't remember what I said back in the day. All right, we got 14 people in here. Only 3 likes. We got to step it up. Let me see. What are we looking at? All right, so we did that one. But like I said, do your research. It's on Coinbase apparently. Just when you're poor like me, that's the same chart. You can't afford to chase these new coins like this because they're unpredictable. You don't know what they're gonna do. CC. Let's see what CC is. Canton Network. Canton Network. What did I say? Canto? I think you said Canton. Yeah, Canton. All right, I gotcha. A Mexi coin. It's probably gonna be the best chart. CC to the moon. It's going to the moon. It's forming a big ass cup and handle. Everyone pile in. It's holding the 618. So that's all I can really do. 3-day chart. As long as you're holding over the 618 from the high to the low, that's that high to the low. Downtrend broken officially over the 618. So as long as you're over 13, you have a shot at moving up to higher targets. And then on the other end of that, what I can do with CC is pull this up to here, and you're holding right on the 236 with a wick on that candle. So that is a positive. So 13 up to 13.7. So you're holding over the 236, so it is bullish technically. So you broke the 618 for a confirmed breakout to the upside, and you're holding bullish over the 13.7. But that does not mean it can break. If it falls below 13, it's done. If it holds over 13, then I don't know why I grabbed that. Then you do, once you push through 16, it'll probably just shoot straight up to the 1272 area at about 30 cents and do about a little over a 2x move. I know nothing about this coin. There's a billion coins out there, so do your research. See the dilution, see what they're doing, see if they're active. Because there's just too many coins now. But yeah, it's not looking bad. THQ is going to move because the market cap is low. Yeah. I mean, you can't go wrong with a low market cap coin that gets put on Coinbase. Because there's still some coins that the influencers shilled a while back that still aren't on Coinbase. I think Brett is one of them. I don't know what the market cap is, but I'm just an example. Kita. Let me look at Kita. I don't remember what Kita's doing. Yeah, we've been here so long to reminisce like that. We've gone through so many coins and so many ups and downs, and it's just. Oh yeah, I remember this coin. KTA. Is this going to 0? What's going on with it? Come on, computer. Oh yeah, it's still going to 0. I don't know why that line's there, but it broke it, back tested. Alright, it's still got our fib on the chart, so. Yeah, it's one of those coins that got back over the 236. If we're going to use the wick, if you guys were here last night, you guys know we were using some of the charts with not using that large wick down, but we're just going to stick with it and say you're holding support. As long as it's holding about 24 cents. Bottom is in, 29 cents, bullish, breakout over the 618. So once it gets over about 39 cents, then it can possibly have a run to the upside. But like I keep saying, with coins like this that are just going down, you got to do your research on it, especially if you're going to put money in on it, because there's no guarantee it's going to pump. Because we've been around for a while now, and we know. And the fact that there's just too many coins out there, there's no guarantee your coin's going to pump. That's why I'm thinking about, if I get back in the market, sticking with the big meme coins like Turbo and BONK, PEPE, MOG, and then maybe rolling over into something like Chainlink and Bitcoin Cash or something like that. Where are we drawing this from? Oh, this is the small fib. Alright, so let's pull this up now. So that's your short-term action to watch. And then going from the high to the low, macro, you got to get over 30, and then 42 to be bullish, and a breakout possible to the moon to a new high would be over 72. So there is no new high until it gets over 72. If it gets over 72, then Kita here does have a chance at $3. That's only almost a 13x, so it's not a bad move. Not bad. What's up the house? Says Cookie Dow. Canton Network is a privacy-enabled public permissionless layer 1 blockchain developed by Digital Asset. On Canton, announced December 2025. Okay. Looks like you did your research on it. Canton, CC. What was that other coin? Let me see, ACH. We looked at ACH last night. ACH. Yeah, all these coins have the same chart. All the coins that died, like ACH here, like some of the ones we just looked at, they just completely died from being bullish. So it's a waiting game. We have to wait and see what happens, especially with something like ACH here. I really think it needs to break this box in this line here to have any sort of life in it. Short term from that high to the low, we'll go to the weekly candles as we did last night. It needs to get over 1 and then 1.5 to be bullish. And there's no breakout until you get over 2.5. So I know a lot of you guys have been holding ACH forever, which we were extremely bullish on it, but once we broke this, we were no longer bullish. So it's not the greatest looking chart, but we did this last night also. I mean, if you just simply draw a large box here, you can clearly see there's some sort of macro support and resistance area, a bottom put in, but you did make a lower low, so that's concerning. All the way down to the daily on ACH. From that low to that high, let's see what. I mean, there's a million different fibs we can draw. So you can see if we draw from this high to the low, excuse me, you are holding support once again over this 8.7 level. So there is support there. So if you can get over 9.6, then it's bullish again to try to push up. There's just so many levels you can watch. So right now it has to hold 8.7 and break 9.6. Macro wise, not the greatest looking chart anymore. But you have to imagine the bottom should be in. Excuse my voice. Monthly stock RSI is trying to curl up, but it's still bearish. Weekly's trying to flip bullish. So if we continue to move up and this moves above 50 and then the monthly starts to track up, and we get over some of these key levels, then we could start looking at higher prices. But right now it's still bearish. So is there anything pumping anymore? What's up, Craig? Fear and Greed's at 49. Is it? We're still macro bullish, so we'll see what happens here. Even if we just get a relief pump up to about 102 to 105K on Bitcoin, and then you get a couple of coins popping off, At least we get a relief rally, and some of you guys will get your money back. CC is the real deal based on my research. I'll have to look into it. Let me know when you buy. I ain't holding anything, my man. I'll let you know when I buy something because you know it's going to zero. We talk about that over the years, kind of as a joke, but it's true. The last one I bought was what, XCN, and then this recent one I bought, of course, you guys know, was Toshi. The moment I put $2,000 on Toshi, it went to zero. I bought in here, and it instantly died. Sucked my money down to the shadow realm. Cannot believe it. Instant. So if you guys, when I told you I bought, y'all should have just shorted it, and you would have made a killing. It's ridiculous. Toshi's still trying to hold bullish over the 236, or not bullish, but in a good spot over support. But it's still got a long way to go. Did PEPE hold? We were looking at PEPE last night. PEPE's starting to trend up. It's still holding. It's trending on social media, and the volume was still ticking upwards. Last time it did that, it had a very large move up. But that's what these meme coins need. Something like PEPE has to have the social sentiment, and the volume has to start coming in. All eyes on PEPE so it can blast out of here. It's still holding support, so as long as 6.5's holding, it's bullish. It's kind of cooling off, but that's what you expect after a large move. Decent retracement to support, and it's holding. That's what you want to see. So we're going to see if PEPE can hold on here. PEPE to the moon. Oh yeah, we got to look at Jasmy. What's the dominance looking like? Your crypto bubbles just flipped green. Is Jasmy really pumping? Dogging me. He said dogging me. Forgot about dogging me. Yeah, Fartcoin's another big good one that's probably going to run. So you guys got to watch Fartcoin, Mog, PONKE, Pingu. What else did I not say? Popcat. If PEPE actually blasts out of here, all those coins are probably going to be up next. Get rich with Fartcoin. It's the way to do it. Fartcoin to the moon. Your kids will ask you one day how you got rich, how you made your money. I bought Fartcoin and made a bundle. Made a couple million. What am I looking at? Jasmy. Did we look at Jasmy last? Yeah, we looked at Jasmy for metal last night. He was here. Yeah, we're looking at Jasmy on a new, kind of a new view. Yeah, she's pumping. She broke the downtrend. I think, yeah, last night she was right here. And I said it was a key area. It needs to break through the downtrend here, and it's breaking it. That's a good thing. It's breaking through our box. Let's go. Jasmy to the moon. Weekly is almost hitting 50. It looks bullish right now. Damn. If I could only pile into Jasmy. Yeah, you got to bounce off of the monthly. Stock RSI off the top. It's about to cross bullish again. Oh, Jasmy about to do this. Yeah, I can't believe she's breaking out here. Or about to. Yeah, and this is our Jasmy target now. See, from last night, we're up here already. So a 32x to the 618 at 30 cents, back to the top of this big megaphone. Or whatever you call this pattern. So she's looking good. Yeah, that's exactly what we talked about last night. Breaking the downtrend and continuing this little move up, and that's exactly what it's doing here. So I'm going to draw another small fib on the chart for the Jasmy holders. For the Jasmy Moon Boys, where's Metal at? Metal's getting excited. So from this high to the low, Yeah, you held the 236 perfectly. Broke the 382, broke the downtrend. I don't know. I think that's what we went over last night. You're above the 0.5 right now, so support is 9.1. If it breaks over 1, then that's your downtrend broken and official confirmation that you can move up. So it could be gunning for 3 cents very soon. Wouldn't that be nice? That's a 3.5x move. If it can break over 1, hold over 9. Not bad. Everything pumped up in price in the last week, yeah. What's up, JY's Adventure? Yeah, 2025 sucked. Papa Cohen thinks 2026 will be also be bad. Yeah. I hope he's wrong. That's why we're here. We're watching every day. We're getting these little relief pumps, which we've been wanting on these coins. We're going to see what happens here. But I think the sentiment is Bitcoin pumping up to about 103 to 105K. What did I do? And then it's bear market. So that's what we have here. We have our 382 at, 103. So we're holding over 91. 97 is the next up. 103 is the big price. If it gets over 103.4, we're bullish again, and it should push up. And you can see the pattern that it's in here. Bitcoin, we went over this last night. And if we'll go to the weekly candles. I know it looks messy here, but it's holding. And if it goes back to the top of this little wedge pattern here, you can see if we pull this out, it does take you up to that area of the 1272. So around 140K could be possible. And that could be exactly what they're talking about. I know they're calling for 105 or so. Back to the, the bull market support band or whatever it is, Gaussian channel. And then it's over. That's what they're calling for. So this would be it. And then it's over. Once it hits about 105, 106, that's where we're going to get a little relief pump on your coins. What we're seeing already. Bitcoin's already moving. So we're going to take it week to week, day to day, and see what happens and see what breaks. No one has a crystal ball to tell you that it's going to go to the moon. No one really can tell you that it's going to do this, even though, they have all these data points and history that tells you what's going to happen. I know Cohen's been spot on. So this could be very well the case of what's going to happen. One last pump, get your profits and get out because we're going down. I hope it's not the case. I'm still bullish until otherwise. But I'm not in the market, so you guys got to do what's best for you. All I can do is present information to help you. But on this smaller fib, on the weekly, maybe we do get 142% move, or 142K Bitcoin, and then it's over. Because then we can pull this. Let me move this out of the way. Let me the smaller fib off. So this 142K range. 140K range. Let's zoom back out to the monthly chart. So I don't know if it's going to take all year, how long this pump's going to take. So if there is actually a super cycle and we do actually move up to that level, where did my thing go? Then we'll just draw a box up here. You can see it takes you back to the top here, the 143 down to about 140. So that could be your target if we're going to have a higher high. So one of two things is going to play out. They're all going to be right. This 103 to 105 area is it, and then it's over. Or we're actually going to break, hold, and then move up one last time, new high, and then it's bear market. There's no way around it, I don't think. Oh yeah, someone said the Bitcoin dominance. The Bitcoin dominance is in the same spot. I think it's bearish. I think it's right where it needs to be. I know everyone listens to all the people saying bear market, but we broke the channel that we were in, clearly. We back tested it, and now we're going sideways and doing nothing on the dominance. So that's a clear breakdown, a back test, and it should go lower, in my opinion. Even with looking at other charts, we've looked at a million times. You have the strong move down on the candles, just like this, and then now you're in this little wedge. If I can draw right, you're in this wedge, this bearish wedge continuation pattern. So that even tells me that the dominance, even if it spikes up a little bit, should go right back down. But we'll see what happens. How is BONK holding up? But yeah, make sure you guys answer the poll. It'll help out the channel a little bit. Answer the poll, hit the like button. I appreciate you guys being here for all these months and years of nothing happening. Yeah, BONK's still holding up too. BONK and PEPE are holding support at the moment. So we'll see what happens. They're looking bullish on the weekly. And like I said, the social sentiment on BONK and PEPE went up. And the volume was still going up. So we'll see how it plays out. What was it? I didn't even look. What was the dominance at? Oh yeah, it's at 58. Yeah, I mean it's dropping, so. And Bitcoin's bullish right now, so I think Bitcoin's about to make a run for 103 to 105, I think. So it's just, you got to be very careful what coin you're buying right now. I think some of these shit coins aren't going to go anywhere. If you have a bad looking chart, you might want to look at other opportunities. If you have an okay looking chart, then maybe. How is BCH holding up? Yeah, see, BCH looks like it wants to break out also. I mean, just look at this chart. You're bullish on the stock RSI. The momentum is up. You just made a slightly higher high on this candle. It's getting coiled up. So we will see what happens. Wow, we've been on here for 35 minutes already. What's up, Hands? How are you not in the market no more? Because I lost what I had on Toshi. I saved up a little bit of money, $2,000 to put on something, and I bought Toshi because I thought it was gonna go do something. I bought it and it went straight down. So what are you gonna do? Dotazong is trash. I don't even know where you can buy Tron at, but Tron's a coin that's been going up forever. If you would have just bought Tron 5 years ago, Tron's been going up, just been going straight up. Yeah, if you would have bought in 2020. Tron's coiled up here and curled up. What's the other one? Wait. What's the Binance coin? Have we ever looked at the Binance coin? Oh yeah, BNB. What am I thinking? BNB. Yeah, BNB is a beast too. It goes up forever. I mean, if you're thinking bear market and there is no alt season, maybe just buy one of these larger coins because we'll probably get a little rally, or at least get a 2 or 3x, and then it's over. One last time. I know that's hard to see. You can see the monthly stock RSI went straight down. It's probably going to go straight back up. Yeah, BNB, I got it. Remember when Tron was 2 cents? Oh, you remember when Tron was 2 cents. Yeah, you may think it's shady, but it's been going up forever. What's Solana doing? Sol. I mean, Sol kind of has the same chart. Not as, as aggressive, but it's been going up since 2023. Might be the play to just buy these larger coins and get a 5x and just rotate. What was the one? Oh yeah, Link. Link is another one that I've been getting more bullish on. Chainlink. Where did our chart go? Link's been getting accumulated for a very long time. It's a very bullish looking chart in my opinion. And it's holding the 3 too. We're going to get Chainlink to $100 before we know it. It's going to do about a 7x from here. Almost an 8x from here. I would buy Link. And it also has that bullish hidden divergence. See the monthly higher lows and then the lower highs. Or the lower lows rather on the stock RSI. So just as Bitcoin, you have that hidden divergence that's bullish. Chainlink has the chart and everything going on with it, and just it's screaming buy me. Buy me before it's too late. Just need to put like $500 on it, something. Yeah, Chainlink looks good. Crow is the worst performing exchange token. I don't even use Crow anymore. Crow was a bust. Is Cookie DAO dead? No, it's not dead. But we can always play the coulda, shoulda, woulda game. Like I said, I should have bought more ADA back, years and years and years ago. But I didn't know anything about crypto, but it is what it is. Can't change the past. Is Cookie dead? No, Cookie is undead. Not yet, but it's almost. Cookie. Yeah, I asked this before, but any of you guys out there use Zora? I think they have over 2 or 3 million active users on Zora. If you haven't checked out Zora, I'm thinking about doing something on Zora. Something for, I don't know yet. It's work in progress. I think we have 2 cookie charts. Let me see. There's got to be another. We looked for Cookie last night. I know I have another Cookie chart. Yeah, here it is. Cookie is like Turbo and these other coins, in my opinion. Go to the monthly. So if we look at the monthly, you do have that large wick to the upside on Cookie. It's in the same spot as Turbo right now. And these other coins that if you just zoom out to the monthly, we could play around with this. We could still come down some. You're trading in this very large channel. You're still down below the 382, so it needs to get back over 47 to be bullish again. But clearly this thing should bounce from here or the 236 at about 3.5, because we can bring this down, adjust our channel a little bit. So if it cannot and it's still stuck here, just keep in mind that you still could drop back down and come down 3-4 and still drop 30% on Cookie and still be alive in this channel, in my opinion. But it's trying to hold over 4.7 right now. It's a 4.8. If it holds, that's good. And then just to get back to the top here, you can see it'll probably spike up again like this if we have an alt season or whatever you want to call it at this point. Super cycle. I guess it's the same thing. I don't know at this point. But you're looking at a 10x move up to about 47 to 50 cents. So you'll probably get about 75 cents. So you could be looking at a 15x. And if it's just going to spike out of here to our box area, you're looking at over a 40x, possibly a 50x. I do like Cookie. So if you zoom out on the macro, it is still holding up. It just depends on if it's going to break resistance and if it's going to fall down, if it's going to hold. But that's the reason we're here, to look at it as it moves. But right now, if you just take everything else away and just look at the chart for what it is, it's traded in this channel. And it's a newer coin, so. But I like Cookie. Litecoin, I forgot about Litecoin. Excuse me. Why'd you say Dex Screener? Does that Dex Screener have a coin? BNB on Dex Screener? Dex Screener doesn't have a coin, does it? Oh, there's a BNB on. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. There's a BNB on Sol. Rubbish. It's a scam. Yeah, we haven't looked at Litecoin in forever. We looked at BCH already. Yeah, OG Jerry hasn't been here in a very long time. I wonder if he's still holding his bag of Litecoin. Yeah, Litecoin's got a very good chart too. Same thing it did back in the day, a little tight wedge formed and then it just blasted out of here. And Litecoin actually put in a new high from 17, 18 to 21. And it's still holding up in our wedge pattern here. Yeah, Litecoin has a very bullish looking chart. It hasn't really been moving, but it's still holding up. Yeah, this is very bullish. So just to get to 1300 is going to be a 16x from here. But I'll be back in about 5 minutes. Everyone hit the like button. I will be back in just a moment. All right, we're back. We're back. We're back. What did I miss? Had to take the dog outside. Got 9 people left in here. Some people left. What is gonna run first? Beams, AI, or there's no telling. No one knows. What's up, T13? T13's in the house. We're back. Let me switch the music up. What's up, Chris? How you doing, my man? Hopefully you had a good New Year and good Christmas. But yeah, let me switch the music up. Hopefully some more people come in here. It's almost 4 o'clock. Market's really not doing anything, but we are starting to move up, so that is a very good sign. Let's see what we want. Yeah, hopefully the music's not too loud either. Did I look at everything on the list? I believe so. What's up, Cryptomyalysis, my man? How you doing? Thank you for the live stream. I appreciate you being here and being a member, my man. You guys go check out Cryptomyalysis if you haven't. Good channel. Oh yeah, Dogelon we didn't look at. You're still holding 1 billion Dogelon. But yeah, I still like Litecoin. Litecoin, I don't know, Litecoin and Chainlink are probably going to be very good plays. If you got a big bag of Litecoin and Chainlink, maybe you're going to make it. I still believe in Elon. Dude, did you look at OXT? Have you looked at OXT? OXT's going to 0. It's a good thing you got out. Oh, Dogelon Mars is breaking down. It had a little pump, but it's still... I mean, that has to be it. It just put in a slightly... What are we looking at here? I mean, just a slight higher low on the macro chart. I can't believe it's all the way back down here, though. But yeah, that's it. If it goes lower than it is, then it's never going up. That has to be the bottom on Elon. I don't even know what we can look at on it to see if there's any sort of hope on it for the bottom. I guess we'll do that. At one point I had 10 grand on Elon. Way back in the day, early 2024. So it keeps getting stuck at the 236. So right now it has to get over 7 zeros, 5.8, and then 6.5 to be bullish again, it looks like. But like I said, hopefully that is the bottom on it. A long way to go for Elon. But I would imagine if that's the bottom for Elon, it should just have a large green candle like this spawn in. Still bearish though. And if Elon could just come up and put in a macro lower high, you could get a 20x out of it up to 5011. Moonshot is going to be all the way up here, 150x. Up to almost 508. XCN party. Is XCN still pumping? Oh man. Oh no. It's still getting stuck at the downtrend. Still stuck in the wedge. Still bearish. There's no party. But we just saw Jasmine do the same thing. It broke the trend and it's flying. So you're at a crucial point right now. These monthly candles keep getting stuck right at this trend line. So there's still no breakout yet on XCN, so no party. So I'm trying to see if there's another level here with it. And we could draw a million different fibs all over the place. So if we draw this one to say this could be it, but that's not really fair. So 9 and then a penny. But still, it's getting off of that wick. It doesn't look good. It needs to continue this rally. QNT. What was the other one? Oh, OXT. Yeah, I just happened to look at OXT earlier. I didn't even pull the fib down. Because it actually did break and come down. We haven't looked at it in a while. But damn. This thing came all the way down to 2 pennies. This thing sucks. I'm glad you got out. And find our old trusty Q&T chart. Yeah, Q&T still in this thing. Still trying to hold the 236 area at about 71. I mean, it's not a bad looking chart for Q&T. It's just whether it's going to break to the upside or the downside from this triangle. But usually this is a bullish pattern. So there's no bull run, there's no excitement on Q&T until it gets back over 100 once again. No excitement on Q&T till it's over 100. You're not bullish and there's no breakout until you hold over 100. You got to get a monthly candle up here in closing. Which we looked at it in the past, if you guys remember, but it broke down again. So we readjusted a while back. What's the reason it gets stuck there? It's just stuck. There's a downtrend in play. That pattern that you see, the wedge, it's macro bullish in that wedge. But the fact that there's a trend line on the bottom and the top, you're getting stuck at that trend line, that downtrend. And as we looked at Jasmy earlier, Jasmy actually broke the downtrend and is moving a little bit. So at 100K OXT at 6 cents would be worth 2K now. Damn. Yeah, I honestly don't know if I'm going to ever get back in the market again. Because if it's a bear market, there's too late. If it is a bull market, I don't have time to get money saved up. But if I did have money, I think I would just buy Litecoin and Link at this point. And maybe Turbo, Cookie, BONK, and PEPE. That's a good portfolio in my opinion. If you had the money to spare and you didn't have to worry about it and you're good and you could actually invest that money, that would be a very good portfolio. How's the others chart looking? What's others? Do we have an others chart? This? I think we have that on here. Dominance is bearish, which is good. And still holding up. It looks like Ethereum. 100 We got to break over this red line here, this 100 trillion, 100.3 trillion on others. But yeah, we're still bearish. We only got 19 people in here. What's the poll say? 27 votes. Damn, 70% bag holding is your biggest regret so far. Yeah, holding our bags back to the shadow realm. Well, we never got out of the shadow realm. We're in the shadow realm and people told us to buy these coins and we've been bag holding for years. And now everyone's screaming bear market, so we don't know what to do. Do we hold our bag or sell for a loss? That's what everyone's doing right now. Everyone's confused. We don't know what to do. Oh, there's Zora. But yeah, I was thinking about making some Zora content. Like for the Horde, maybe. Because people sell it, just anything on there. They take pictures of their food. They make pictures of abstract things, and just people are buying them. Maybe I'll make something for you guys, for subscribers. It'll be a way to help support the channel a little bit. You can go over there and buy like $1 or 50 cents of a picture or coin or whatever it is. I don't even know. I have to look more into it. But I was thinking about making a Horde gallery or something. Just to see what happens. Oh yeah, whatever happened to Cock Inu? I forgot about Cock. Oh, Cock's going to 0. Holy crap. Oh yeah, we never looked at VAR either. Yeah, Cock's going to 0. This thing sucks. Yeah. Yeah, Cock sucks. Vara. Vara's the same way. A lot of these new coins that we used to do updates on all the time on the channel here, they just absolutely just suck. If you're bullish on the project of Vara, I would say just DCAN, and it'll probably run next time. It'll run 4 years from now. 4 or 5 years from now, whatever it's going to be. Get in early. You don't lose until you sell, yeah. But sometimes you have to sell. I think we're in good shape. We're back to neutral finally. Yeah, I think we are too. Zooming out, macro charts, we've not been really bearish at all here on this channel. When you zoom out, it doesn't look too bad. And we'll just wait to see if they're right, if it is a bear market and there is no alt season. Which I think if there is no real alt season this time, like no one's made money really. A few select have, but no one, not like last time and the time before. I think it's probably different. So if we actually melt away into a bear market and everyone just loses their money and everyone that's been bag holding for the last 3 years loses everything, I don't know, at that point do you just hold until it tries to finally go up? But you also got to keep in mind that a lot of coins aren't going to survive. another bear market. They're just going to be gone. Velodrome looks like shit. Velo's still holding up. That's nice. Velo's another one that's holding in this range. Nice little pump. It's not completely dying. So Velo's another good pick too, like these others we've been looking at. Held the 236 to 0.5. It needs to break our box, excuse me, into 382. But ultimately, excuse me. Move back to the top of the channel would be almost a 9x. Almost a 10x. I mean, it's easy to say. If you bought the bottom, sell the top. Buy the bottom, sell the top. Hit the middle. But you get the idea. Not as easy as just saying it. Looking like 2022 all over again. What happened in 2022? Jasmine's back over $1. Maybe it's a Jasmine watch party. Where's all the Jasmine Moon boys? Where's Metal at? We gotta wait for Metal to come in here before we end the live stream today. Yeah, Jasmine's got a decent candle spawned in here. Jasmine's bullish. A little bit higher. If it can get over that 618 there, it's going to have a breakout possibly. Oh yeah, Jasmine's coiled up on the 1 minute. I'm going to switch the title and put Jasmine in there. Relief rally, then set a lower high. Okay, yeah. I get what you're talking about. That's what they're calling for. Relief rally, lower high, and then it's over. We see what happens. What's up, Cali 619? What's good with XCN? What's good with XCN is that it's in a large falling wedge pattern. It's still stuck with the downtrend with a large wick over it, so it's not going anywhere right now. There's nothing, I mean, that's the only thing. The macro picture is it's holding up in a very large wedge pattern. It's macro bullish. Short term, it got stuck again at the downtrend. So it doesn't look like it's going anywhere anytime soon. Unless it pushes up like Jasmine did here. Because you can see on our Jasmine chart, or earlier, we looked at it last night, the 382 and the downtrend was in play. We were right at it getting stuck, and we were saying it needs to push through. And it pushed through. You just never know what coin's going to be bullish and push like that. Oh, that was good. Excuse me. It's still a waiting game at this point. I can go buy Jasmine and send it down if you guys want me to. Little pullback and still bullish. Yeah, we only got 13 people in here. You'd think there'd be more people since we had a little pump on things. Let me refresh the page here, see how many likes we got. As we're doing that, I'm going to switch the music once again. So trusted the wrong influencer is in second. All right, we got 20 likes and 7 people watching. Come on. I guess we'll give it a few more minutes. If more people don't show up, then we're just going to end it here. I was waiting for Metal to get in here. If BTC gets over 104, well, let me zoom out. Well, you can say it did the same thing it did last time, 2021, when we topped and we went down and we topped one last time for a higher high in November of 2021, double topped and it was over. Same thing happened already. We topped and we made a higher high. So we'll see how it plays out. It could be over. It's doing almost the same thing. Our only hope is it's not the same thing. I'm still looking at the top of this wedge pattern here that we're in, to this box, 140 to 143K. If we continue this rally and get over the 382 at 103. That's just my opinion though. I know the 105 is a big target too. They're saying 105, we hit it, resistance, and then it's over. So the idea of the bear market in play is the rally, probably a wick over the 382, and then we get stuck at it with the candle, and then it's over. That's what everyone's thinking. So it's just a waiting game. The only thing left is for BTC to retest the 50-day EMA. Yep. If it gets rejected when it hits it, then it's probably over. Oh, there's Metal. We've been waiting for you, my man. How you doing? Jasmine's pumping. She broke the downtrend from last night. Remember we were looking at it, downtrend in the 382. We said we had to push through, and it pushed through. So she's pumping. So we'll see how much she can push. Hopefully it can push a little higher. But that's really the only thing moving right now, ain't it? It's Jasmine. No one's asking for anything, so Jasmine's like the coin. I'm gonna put this on. Alright, it's just going to cycle through the songs. So we're going to listen to the same thing. Well, right now, we've seen a couple of coins push through resistance and hold. XCN, it already has a wick above, but it did try to push through, but it is stuck. So if you're trying to trade, that could be your strategy. You see these weekly candles and the monthly candles, it's stuck with a wick. Stuck perfectly on that trend line. I've seen that a million times. A wick over, it gets stuck, and then it just comes back down. So, I mean, it is turning bullish on the weekly here. Stock RSI, just like Jasmine's, almost at 50. It may continue pushing here, so I wouldn't necessarily put in a short position. It's bullish on the 3-day, bullish on the daily. But it's a very bullish macro pattern. It just depends on if it's going to break out here or not. What's up, Derek? Stellar Lumens. I mean, it doesn't usually follow XRP. I mean, it has a very good looking chart. It's just going sideways. At some point it will, but did XRP push? Yeah, we're gonna have to end this soon. I can hardly think anymore. So just very short term, 3-day. We could go down to the daily, but we're just sticking on the 3-day. And Stellar Lumens. It's already getting stuck at the 236, as you can see here. So you're still technically bearish below, even up to the 382, even up to 28.5. So it needs to get over 25 pretty much, and then it's still bearish. If you can't get over 28, it's still bearish. And it'll probably just go sideways. There's no breakout until it gets over 36. But it is hitting first resistance and getting stuck already. So it looks like the 0.5618 is going to be a big target to get over. That's going to be your macro 618 and your smaller 0.5, so 31 would be your breakout point. Yeah, we looked at XCN or Jasmine, my man. But yeah, you can rewind if you want, because we're about to end this. Jasmine's got a nice little candle. It's still bullish. It broke the downtrend. It broke the 382. It needs to get back over a penny. And then I think a penny and a half. I guess we'll see where it is tomorrow when we get on here. But if it holds over a penny, it's in good shape. But as we went over last night, like I said, we were stuck right here at this 3.2 and we broke through, and you're above the 0.5, so support is 9. If it breaks over 1.1, low to the high, high to the low, that's your breakout point. If it gets over 1.1, then it can fly up higher. But it broke the downtrend, so that's a very good sign. And it broke our green macro support and resistance box we've had on the chart for a very long time. So maybe it's finally making that move back to the top here. It's on its way to 30 cents, my man. Get ready. $0.08 soon. I mean, it could. I would look for 3 cents first, where it got stuck last time. That's at least our 382. But it should come back to the top, depending on where you want to say it is. All right, not bad. A little longer than last night. We got 26 people here. I wish I could stream longer, but my throat's not gonna let me. I can barely talk right now. It's painful. Got some kind of a cold thing going on. But I am gonna be here tomorrow to stream. I appreciate you guys that came in. I appreciate the couple of super chats. Yeah, I got them covered. It was only a few. Or I think it was a sticker, I don't remember. But yeah, I do appreciate you guys coming in. I'll be back on here tomorrow at some point. So make sure you look out for it. Hit the notification bell, hit the like button. Let me end the poll really quick here. I think most of you guys are bag holding. So we're ending the poll. Yeah, it may be on its way to 5 cents, my man. Since it broke the downtrend finally and it's finally moving up above that macro resistance, it may be headed for the 382. It would still be bearish if it hit that, but maybe 5 cents is... But I really think it should head up toward at some point this year to that 30-cent range. But yeah, I do appreciate you guys and gals. None of this is financial advice. Thanks for watching, everyone. Good luck. Stay safe. And I will see you in the next one. Peace out, everyone.